Hello, bees, bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have four, count them, four brand spanking new CJRBs. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're going to get into these real quick. There's a couple that I think are ones that we've already seen. And then, oh my gosh, wait until the last one. I have the feeling, that the last one right here is going to, oh, this one's not taped, that they're going to blow our minds. Anyway, let's get started with these. I'm going to get right into it. Have a great day. I hope you get a laugh or two. If not, maybe you'll find something out about a knife that you want to put in your pocket. Are you ready? Let's go. In eeny, miny, mo fashion, I guess I'll start with the one that's front and center. But you know what? I got to say that every time CJRB comes out with something new, it's either a good design or it's an improvement on a design, or they've listened to the knife community and they've done something different. And okay. Oh yeah. Look at this. Okay. So when I did the first video of one of the pyrites with this rose gold, everyone went nuts. This is the CJRB Pyrite Light with the rose gold blade. Oh my goodness. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its rose goldness. And there's a little bit of texture vision. I'm not going to spend too long on these knives because if you've watched my content, you have seen many versions of the pyrite. These are the new pyrite lights. And I got to say, if you have the copper one, you get one of these bad boys, you can really tell the difference. You ready to see the blade? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh yeah, look at that. If you're a knife enthusiast, that's one of the things that us knife enthusiasts like, is when they tweak a knife, they make something a little bit different, they make it a little bit better, or they put a different color on it, or a different blade steel. This is very cool. That is very Unique looking. The pyrite is a fantastic knife. Pretty much I can give you a review on it because I've seen so many, I've carried so many. I've carried the pyrite light. It's a button lock. It's a plunge lock. It works very well. It's extremely lightweight. My hand is 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25, and that's what it looks like in my hand. It's very comfortable. And look at this. It has a reversible deep carry clip, and without question, yes, it doesn't have any blade play up or down, left or right. It has reasonable jumping. It's very mild. It's not super grabby, but look at this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can choke up. And this modified blade shape is fantastic. It is absolutely one of the best EDC blade shapes you can get. It's kind of the Warren Cliffy mixed with a little bit of sheep's footy, kind of an elongated deal going on. So it has piercing, and it's just a fantastic knife for opening all your packages, your Amazon packages, or if you're like me, if it's a chip bag or Dorito bag, how smooth it slices the top off, because if I open a Dorito bag, boom, they're going everywhere. Now I want to see, did I open this one? Did I already cut this one? I don't remember. I'm just going off the cuff here because these are basically, I think, well, at least 2 or 3 of these are going to be, upgraded versions or different versions. This is one of the versions of the Pyrite Light. And I have a video of the Pyrite Light with more information on it. And here's the other thing is, if you come to the live stream every Friday night, Bees Blades live at the Hive, that's where if you have questions or you want to interact or ask anything about this knife or any of the knives that you ever see on the channel, every Friday night, 8:15 to around midnight, that's when we talk about the knives that have been on the channel. And I could do size comparisons. I could take them apart. We have a lot of fun. We talk about knives, and you know what? It's a 4-hour live stream. Some people come and go, and it's just so much fun. You have to be there. And look at this. Here's another version of the Pyrite Light. This one is, what do they call that? Star Wars Stormtrooper. Ooh, look at that. A little bit of Stormtrooper action. And this is going to be AR RPM 9 steel. They both are AR RPM. Here's what, well, you know what? I have a pyrite right here. This is my size comparison pyrite I use all the time. This is the G10, whereas this is more of the FRN style handle. And if you like to color your handles or dye your handles, this is you can't go wrong with that. It's white G10. So it's white FRN? Yeah, I think it's FRN. You're going to be able to dye that whatever color you want. So the colorways, they have the options. They have the coated, they have the non-coated blades. Here's what the non-coated blade looks like. An AR RPM 9 is a very good mid-grade, mid-road steel. It's pretty much 9CR18 MOV that's tweaked just a tad to be just a tad different, maybe a tad Tougher, maybe. But these are the pyrites. Now, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm getting ahead of myself. No, I'm not. I still have two more knives to show you. And I was seeing how quick I could do this video because, well, you know, sometimes people, they don't want to listen to me jabber. You know, I could talk all day long about knives, and that's what we do at the live stream. That's why I always talk about the live stream and tell people, hey, you've got to come check it out if you have questions. Now, this is the new version of the CJRB Hectare. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its carbon fiberness. A little bit of carbon fibre going on. This one is also a reversible clip, and they do have decent clips. It's sitting on top of the scales, and these over here, these are sitting on top of the scales also. It's not really pocket grabby. It's just a little bit right there. It's not too bad. I'm glad that they put flat screws on it, so there is adequate room to get this on thicker pockets. Maybe not your Carhartts, but thicker pockets it can handle. Now, one thing about the Hectare is this is another one. When they put it out, everyone was like, oh my gosh. It's such a good knife. And here's one thing I'll point out right from the get-go that is so nice is this right here. We got a crossbar lock. Oh yeah, look at that. So did you notice any similarities between that and this? Now, is that not the same knife? I mean, there's not a whole lot of difference whatsoever between the Hectare, and you know what? They made this modified shape. If you look at the blades, that's one thing I noticed that's different. Let's see, let's put these pivot to pivot. So the Hectare, it has pretty much just about the same amount of handle length, but it has a slightly shorter blade. If you look at that, it's slightly shorter, and let me hold these blades up next to each other. Now see right here, this is the Pyrite and this is the Hectare. This is a new blade shape for the Hectare. People asked for some upgrades, and CJRB is like, all right, you got it. Now here's one thing that is one of my favorite locks of all times is a good crossbar lock. Let's see how this works. Oh man, it's nice and springy. Oh yeah, I like it. Let's see. The thumb studs work very well. You can choke up here. It has a good sharpening choil. Let's see. No blade play, no side to side, no rocking. It's absolutely solid. This bad boy is AR RPM 9 also. So you have options. You can get the button locks, or you can get one of these, which, oh my goodness, me personally, I'll take a crossbar lock over a button lock any day, unless it's a liner actuated button lock. See where this one right here is a plunge lock? And this one, this new one here with the rose gold, oh yeah, check that out. That rose gold, that is sweet looking. This is also a plunge lock. And I think, you know, it would be neat if all the companies just go ahead and start upgrading to a button actuated liner lock, because it's just a stronger lock than a button lock. But for an everyday carry knife that you're not going to be cutting down trees or doing anything serious with, just regular everyday carry, folding pocket knife stuff, then a button lock is not going to be any issue. So this is very cool. I like this. This is nice. These are, by the way, oh, what is that? What does that say? CJRB, cool stuff. Very cool. All right, before I go any farther, before I go get long-winded, I got to get this out. Oh my gosh. And if you look here, this one here is in the nice velvety feeling box. That means this one is going to be a premium model. And oh boy, if I can, is it taped? It is taped. I'm going to use the new Hectare to get into this bad boy. And hopefully you're having fun. And if you like my content, I really appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up button. People don't think to do it because, you know, they're like, no, if I do that, something will happen. No, the only thing that'll happen is it'll tell YouTube that, hey, this person appreciates his comment. I'll recommend it to him next time. And let's see, what do we have here? What is this? What? Look at this. So this is the CJRB Pyrite Light. But, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, now I see what's going on. Oh, okay, that's why this was in a, you know, the knife that I happened to have out? I did not realize that is what I was going to be opening, but this is oh, wow, look at that. A coated version of this knife. It has blacked out hardware. Yes, blacked out hardware. Copper, and I'll give you a little bit of texture vision just in case you didn't see it earlier. And here's the thing about these versions, and I'll put links to all of these knives down in the description. That way you can find it easily and go check out stats or weights or things like that that I may not have went over. but these bad boys have 20 CV steel. So if you want an upgraded steel, 20 CV is a significant upgrade compared to AR-RPM 9. Now you're going to probably pay for it. Well, you are going to pay for it, but the AR-RPM 9, that's a good mid-grade steel. It's 20 CV, or wait a minute, is this 90? 20 CV. 20 CV steel is a significant upgrade. A lot higher toughness, a lot higher edge retention, and oh my gosh, these, you know what? When they made the pyrite, they knocked it out of the park. They knew what they were doing. Well, if they didn't, when they discovered that everyone was going nuts and buying the knives, that's when they were like, oh, we hit a ringer. We got a ringer, boys. Start making more versions. Get these knife nuts to buy more knives, because that's what they do, right? It's a knife company. That's what they do. They want you to buy their knives. And you know what? Us knife enthusiasts, if you're like me, you like it every time you get a different kind of scale, different kind of steel, different blade shape. Whereas, you know, look at that. Two different blade shapes that they're very similar, but if you're a knife nerd like me, that's the thing that I noticed. I was like, oh, okay, the blade's a little smaller, a little different shape, a little more drop pointy. I like it. I like it. So tell me what you think about these new knives from CJRB. I do like it. That look right there. I think I like the black blade with the copper maybe just a little more than the silver blade. It kind of makes that copper pop. Copper Pop? Wasn't that the guy on Batman or Copper Pot? But let me know what you think. Do you have a favorite one of these? I'll probably be giving one or two, or who knows, 3 or 4 of these away on the live stream. Come check us out. Give me a big thumbs up. Now go watch this video. You'll really enjoy that. And until I see you again on the live streams or the chats or in the hive on Friday night, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.